We get geared up for the home stretch. What are you looking for right now?
Well, BA, health is number one for me. What teams have their full allotment of players is key. As we head to the playoffs, it's about attrition. Which team can stay healthy?
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Ivica Zubats, Smith out there with Dario Saric, and it's Hazonia in at the small forward position. Now here's Saric. Pass to Zubats. 5 on the clock. Hazonia off the mark there with a 3. Smith against Bogdanovic. The 3 is up. He buries it from 3.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Now here's Zubats, averaging around 5 points a game. And here's Saric for 3. Hits the trifecta.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Jokic, taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Lets a floater go. There's the block. They get it back. Smith outside. Zubats screen. Fires the 3. Smith, that one's good.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now here's Bogdanovic. 8 points in his last time out. Fires in the triple.
Well, when Jokic comes back and hits a 3 like that to erase the 3 on the other end, it's devastating.
One of the more consistent players in the league, Stan, Bogdanovic.
Yeah, Brian, averages in double figures every year, shoots it well from deep, a very underrated ball handler and playmaker. You love having guys like Bogdanovic that you can rely on every night.
Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Jokic has got 5.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. Jokic's jumper is extremely effective.
Saric outside. Pass to Hazonia. Fires it. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Saric has gotten his second bucket of the game. 1:02 left to play in the first quarter. three is up. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Pass to Bogdanovic. Out to the right wing. Now Jokic. He's guarded by Zubac. Jokic, good. Jokic has gotten his third basket of the night. Gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Hazonia. 6 to shoot. Šarić finds Smith. Over Bogdanovic. Smith no good.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
First quarter wrapping up here, and it's a tie game. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, I'll tell you what, throughout the first, they did a great job of just running their offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
And here's the fast break. Here's Jovic. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Jovic has got his first points of the game.
And the defense had no chance trying to stop him there, just punishing them on the break.
Outside Bogdanovic. This one for 3. Pure from three-point range. Bogdanovic has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
A staple in Bogdanovic's arsenal. His three-point shot is as reliable as it gets.
Here's Jokic. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul, first team.
The life of an NBA head coach, Stan, is not easy. You've lived it. What's the toughest part of the job? And don't say dealing with the media.
Well, no, it's not. But, Brian, I think people would easily say it's the time spent away from home, and it's also the losing, quite honestly. But I think what my family had the hardest time with was how consumed I was as a coach during the season. So even when I was home, all I was doing was thinking about basketball.
And how many losses have you endured as a broadcaster coach?
0. Undefeated, Brian, undefeated.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
And it was an awful game defensively. They lost the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
And being slow on your rotations is a killer. There's not a team in the league that won't punish you for that.
It's February. Let's see how things are shaping up in the East. You take a look at the home team. With great effort over a long season, they're second in the conference. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Picked by Bogdanovic. Pass to Perkichin. Clock at 6. Misses, and you know he wants that one back.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
To the middle. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Jokic, no good. Gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Pass to Zubac. Bogdanovic from long range. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Here's Teodosic. They set a pick. He got a piece of it. Robbed. To the inside. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. It's been neck and neck this entire first half.
Yeah, 8 lead changes so far. These clubs are looking evenly matched.
From 17, and the jumper is good.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Pass to Jokic. It's rebounded by Zubac.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Beyond the arc. First shot won't go. Shooting a solid 53% from the floor. Here's Teodosic. Inside. Here's Jokic. 4 seconds left. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. This will be his third free throw attempt of the game.
Second team foul. At the line for your home team, Jokic. Shooting one.
What's up? Free throw drops for Jokic. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. They're up by 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Taking a look at the visitors, they've been stuck in the middle tier. Not good enough to challenge for a chip, but not bad enough to get a hot. The energy in their hometown is electric, man. You can tell these players are loving the positive attitudes and feeding off them.
Thanks as always.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been a clinic out there by Nikola Jokic.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Dario Saric is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Smith, and it's Hazonia in at the small forward position. Jokic in the post. Zubac there. 6 to shoot. Shoots from 12. And it's Jokic missing. Shooting 56% today. Pass to Smith. Yep, count it. Smith's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Punching it inside, attacking the heart of that defense. I love it.
They've got Dario Saric. He's out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Smith in at the shooting guard position. From 13 feet, down it goes.
Yeah, when you make your mid-range shots, you force your opponents to adjust.
Well, look, he's got the link to get that shot off regardless of how the defense plays.
Back to Saric. Smith outside. Pass to Saric. 16 feet out, and that's off the glass and in. And there's a bevy of young talent in the NBA right now. Who are you most excited to see grow into a star, Stan?
Well, what I'm really excited about, Brian, is to see which of these young talents becomes true stars, transformative guys. Certainly, Chet Holmgren and Wembanyama have already had this great rivalry. Scotty Barnes has become the next big point guard. We see Anthony Edwards, Paolo Banchero. There's a lot of guys that could be the guy, and it'll be fun to find out who actually develops into that play.
As the torch is passed, who's going to take the mantle? Ivica Zubac's out there with Dario Saric. Then it's Smith, and it's Hazonia in at the 3. Bogdanovic against Bogdanovic. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in the game. Sent away. There's 1:34 left in the third. Count it.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Outside Bogdanovic. The 3 ball. Drops in the 3. He's got 9.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Pass to Smith. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Now Jokic. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And there it is for him.
If you're open, Jokic is going to find you.
Saric outside. Back to Smith. There's the 3. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
It's stolen by Saric. Pass to Bogdanovic. Launches it from deep. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Moment ago, head coach Doc Rivers.
Let's get stops. Focus on the stop.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Here's Jovic. Here's Teodosic. Shot from the wing. No good.
Using his size to full advantage. He beats everyone to the ball.
Lets it go from deep. Gets the 3 to fall.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Oh, what a slam from the big man, Jokic.
Jokic's performance has been off the charts tonight. He is having a huge impact on this game.
There's a screen. Pass to Perkichin. Shot clock at 6. For 3. That shot missing. Shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. Here's Jovic. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups address the team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Zubac. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Jokic just got 4 points this quarter.
Well, Jokic often likes to pass from that spot, but he can also hit the jump shot.
We've got Smith. Dario Saric is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Hazonia in at the 3 slot. For 3, Smith. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Blocked! Saric outside to the paint. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
And it's Jokic missing. Gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the 4th. Saric outside. Pass to Zubac. Here's Hazonia. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Jokic gets the bucket. 56 seconds left in the 4th. Saric outside. Pass to Smith. Here's Hazonia. Smith with it. Defended by Bogdanovic. Smith into the lane. Saric with it. Launches a 3. Smith, that one's good.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this win.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Bogdanovic from long range gets the 3 ball to go. The visitors with the ball. And so the road team gets the W in this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this built.
One in the trenches, each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school, should be a physical contest.
Now the starting group for the visitors. And Wagner drives in, kicks it out to Schroeder. Launches a three, and he's good on the three ball.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Giannis outside. No good on that one. Schroeder outside. They set the screen. Here's Wagner. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
So smooth off the bounce. Wagner makes it look easy.
Pass to Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And his eyes got wide once he got the ball inside. You just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
Wagner outside. Fires the three. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Something Wagner continues to work on. It's huge when he's connecting from outside.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. To the middle. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, it's nice to see him be assertive instead of settling for a jump shot, especially in the first quarter.
There's the pick. Elbow shot. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Out to a hot start. 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
Gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Giannis outside. 1:46 left in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Open jump shot off the mark.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Now, here's Wagner. He has 7. Knocks down the 3 ball.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Timeout. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
And you can tell how important having depth is for them. Sometimes it's the difference between a win and a loss.
Pass to Calathis. To the paint. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Schroeder driving in, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Schroeder's got 5.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's Calathis. Giannis outside. This one for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Giannis has got his second bucket tonight.
You like to see Giannis hitting those, but you'll live with that if you're the defense.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Wagner outside. No good with the triple. Gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Antetokounmpo's got his 3rd basket of the night. Wagner outside. Bucket is good. He's got 12.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc. And as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
They've got Isaiah Hartenstein, and it's Washington in at point. Pass to Papanikolaou. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Down low. Charalampopoulos. A rebound by Washington. Here's Tiemann. The shot from the low post is good.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Inside, here's Papanikolaou. Good work there as it goes. Papanikolaou's got his first 2 points.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Second quarter of action, about 1.5 minutes played. Washington with it. Still yet to score. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
To the middle. And the shot goes in. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far.
2 minutes.
Pass to De Silva. It's Washington high post. To the inside. Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
right at the free throw line. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Normally he drains that.
Gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Pass to Papanikolaou. To the middle. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And the first one drops. Both teams will make substitutions.
Taking 2 shots.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. 64% beautiful all-around play by this offense. 19 seconds left to play here in the half. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing that near 7-foot frame.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And here's Wagner. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage right around 86%, so no doubt he's pleased with that.
And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. Up by 1. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
They found an advantage in the painted area, and they're exploiting it. I just say keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, if it ain't broke.
And right now, that'll do it for our show tonight.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Franz Wagner displaying his skills today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look that he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Pass to Papanikolaou. Inside. And here's Giannis. 4 on the clock. For the lead. Down low. Inside. Giannis drops it in.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive and forceful.
Here's Schroeder. A three-pointer off the mark. It's a neck-and-neck game in Detroit. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Misses the 3. Shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's Wagner. No love that time with that miss. He is now 6 for 9. Back to Giannis. To the paint. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Taking high percentage shots has been this group's specialty. On your screen now are this month's field goal percentage leaders. Number 1, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
Back to Schroeder. Charity stripe shot, and the jumper falls for him. Schroeder's got 7 points in the game.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
And let's take a look
at Giannis Antetokounmpo's numbers, breaking down his play since the All-Star break. First in field goal percentage, and he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Back to Schroeder. We've got 1:55 left here in the third quarter.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Giannis. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Wagner. No scoring in this one. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half.
Old team foul. Charalampopoulos. Second personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for the away team. Number 0, Isaac Bonga.
The 3. Good on the triples. He has 5.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Coathis. Can't connect from short range. Gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. 6 to shoot. Here's Tiemann. Nailed from three-point land.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
First personal foul, first team foul.
The first one falls.
2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Washington kicks to Wagner. An easy 2 points on the layup. Wagner's got his first bucket in this one.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Plays it up and banks it in. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And time for the short break, and stay right where... And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And double teaming him is the only thing that's going to cool him off at this point. He is on a roll.
Pulls it up. Wide open shot is on the money.
Boy, where's the effort defensively? You have got to put up a better fight.
Yeah, these teams have kind of decided to fight this battle on scoring alone. There's not that much intensity on defense.
Here's Tiemann. They get it back. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
They set the screen. Here's Washington, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
He doesn't get the second one.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
Here's Kalathis. Not going to go that time.
I'm not sure what happened there. His family's in the building. I don't know. You have to finish those.
Back to Washington. Pass to Wagner. And the 3 ball is good.
He is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Now, Antetokounmpo. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight, just unreal.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Washington.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
Here's Wagner. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Nice balance by Wagner, taking the hit like a champ and working through it.
Shooting for the away team.
That's good from Wagner. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now.
2 minutes.
Into the lane, and the layup's good off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
From deep, Giannis. That one's not going to go. Gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break.
Oh no, that was a huge turnover. That cannot happen at this point in the game.
1:33 left in the fourth quarter. Down low, unloads from 9, and it's good off the glass.
You can see the evolution of Giannis as a passer. He's gotten good at thinking for himself and his teammates.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He told him he liked the way they were working, but he said we have to really get after it. All we need is a couple of stops. Keep your focus. We'll see if they can close it out. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And it's Schroeder missing. Gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Here's Giannis. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Kalathis. No good on the 3. To the left wing. Cans the 3.
Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
.35 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Antetokounmpo. De Silva with the rebound. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
17 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wagner from long range. Connects from downtown.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Eight seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's money from deep.
Hey, everybody, that's execution off an inbounds play.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And that's an intentional foul.
0. First personal foul. Fifth team foul.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really...
season have been answered.
Oh, no question, B.A. But it's still a long way to go. We know how much can change over the course of a season, so I wouldn't be surprised if a contender or two has yet to emerge.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Missed inside. Here's Chanchar. Pass to Doncic. Here's Chanchar. Goes up from the block. It's rebounded by Şengün. Here's Baberovic. Larkin passes to Şengün. That one falls.
Excellent in the screen and roll. Şengün with a wide base and natural strength, and he makes excellent decisions with the ball.
Since being selected in the 21 draft, Alperen Şengün has really improved.
Yeah, from 9 points per game as a rookie to over 20 in his third year, Şengün has averaged about 5 assists per game over a season. A huge number for a 6'11" post guy. He is so skilled.
Here's Larkin. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. Knocks down the long J.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. I asked him if he thinks anyone has a better feel for the game than Luka Doncic, and he told me, I don't want to get into a comparison, but what I can say is that he controls the pace like no one else. You can't speed him up, you can't slow him down. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Just 5 to shoot. The 3. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first. Here's Şengün. Got it. Good job in the low post. Şengün's got his second bucket on the night.
Defense on top of Şengün inside, but he uses his agility to overcome it.
Here's Cancar. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Pass to Baberovic. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And while we have a moment, a look at the league leaders in fast break points over the last 10 games.
Over the last few weeks, they've been high flying, getting up and down the court with conviction.
56 seconds left in the first quarter. Six on the shot clock. From 13, count it, good.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Here's Larkin. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Two shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start. Gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. And a nice finish on the layup.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
From deep. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Up by 1. We've got more in store for you right after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, you have to imagine they're feeling pretty confident the way things have gone.
I agree with you. I mean, they hit the ground running, had a strong start to the game that they're hoping they can manage the rest of the way.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Pass to Korkmaz. Lets the 3 fly. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defense is disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Pass to Baberovic. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Oh, swiped away. Out to the right wing. Down low. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Heading play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And that won't fall for him. He's 0 for 2. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. To the paint. And the layup is good off the glass.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And a pause in the action. Let's check out the league leaders in assists. Number 1, Luka Doncic.
Hard to challenge his status as the best playmaker in the NBA. He's dropping dimes like magic.
Over to the left wing. Back to Osman. Here's Larkin. 5 points in the game. And that one's good. Larkin's got 7 points in the game. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Doncic outside. Jacks up a 3. Shot is good. Dragic making the play.
Watch out now when Doncic is dialed in from deep because he's unguardable.
Pass to Baberovic. Here's Osman. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Doncic deciding where to go with it. The layup misses. Gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Pass to Baberovic. Here's Larkin. 7 points in the game. Launches it. Doncic pulls down the board. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Inside, Jonchar, and down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Boy, with the basketball IQ of a 15-year vet, Doncic makes plays that even veterans struggle with.
To the inside, Larkin with the bucket. Larkin's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Doncic with it. He came away with 14 points in his last game. Doncic throwing his weight around.
Boy, it's so impressive you see Doncic at his size handle the ball the way he does. As a defender, he can really put you on your heels.
Here's Larkin. He's got 9. Pass to Baberovic. Over Dragic. Baberovic can't get it to go.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Up 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Acclimating to the league is not that easy. These guys are already accepting the challenges and the rigors of the NBA, and they're crushing it. I'm surprised.
All right, and next on the docket, our current matchup, a tight game for the visiting team.
We often talk about...
Glad you could join us.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Now here's Doncic. Let's go with a three. It's hauled in by Baberovic. Shooting at around 60% on this one. Very efficient. Well, last season we saw Luka Doncic score 73 points. Tied for fourth most in NBA history, Clark.
BA, he is so special. And the thing about the 73 he got, it was the most efficient 70-point game in league history. And with how offense-heavy the league is going, I wouldn't put it past him to go north of Kobe Bryant's mark of 81 at some point. He's got that kind of ability.
About a minute played here in the second half. Pass to Larkin. Şengün, a screen on Doncic. 6 to shoot. Larkin. Doncic with a block.
Luka's sheer size makes him a mismatch for most guards.
Here's Cancar. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game.
You know, you just love to start the second half this way. What a play call.
Yeah, they want to get the half off to a quick start, and they know who to go to.
.90 seconds into the second half now. To the left side wing. Shot clock at 6. Larkin with the bucket. Larkin's got 4 points in the quarter.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Pass to Doncic. The 3. Oh, Doncic! What do you expect?
Don't know what you're thinking, but you got to get out on that or Luka gonna cook you.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Larkin. They set the pick. 4-3. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
1 triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
And there's a minute 45 left in the third. From deep, here's Doncic. Connects from downtown. Doncic has got 11 points.
Luka Doncic with the three-point answer. As competitive as they come.
Here's Larkin. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And he's single-handedly trying to keep them alive. Terrific scoring quarter. Will it be enough, though?
Doncic on the wing. Pass to Cancar. Back to Doncic. From deep. Luka, the revenge 3.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
Gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Cancar, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Give him 8.
No idea what they were thinking there defensively. I mean, that's a shot he makes often.
Here's Larkin, guarded by Doncic. From 12 feet, Larkin with the bucket. Larkin's got 12 points in just the second half.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
From deep, here's Doncic. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Here's Baberovic. The shot, no good. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Leading by 8. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Pass to Osman from downtown. Drills it from deep.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Shooting 76%. You don't see this often. And he banks in the layup.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Pass to Larkin. To the wing, right side. Takes a three. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. 10 of 14 from the field.
Another triple for him. 3 in the second half, 4 total. Keep shooting it.
Crafty move, and it's good on the layup.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
And Allie, thanks. Şengün, the screen. Off target with the open look.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Pass to Doncic. Oh, Doncic playing above the rim.
It always seems like Doncic is playing with something to prove. Well, I'll tell you what, he's proving plenty tonight.
Here's Baberovic. Turnaround Jay. Off the window. It's good.
You know, the turnaround jumper, guys, is one of those shots that always just look so good. I mean, it's got that nice, smooth, singular motion. Sweet.
Doncic outside. Buries it from 3. Doncic has got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Counted from distance. Larkin's got 27.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it go run dry. Keep firing that thing. How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
1:11 left in the fourth quarter. Pulls up at the elbow, and it comes off the front of the rim. Gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the fourth. Pass to Cancar. Count that one.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Here's Baberovic. Solid shot from a distance of about 14 feet. There's 42 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And Doncic puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Şengün.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Here's Baberovic. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Personal foul. First team foul.
23 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's an 8-point ball game. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
Here's Baberovic. No good on the 3. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Thank you, Evan.
Taking a look here at the visitors. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. 2 games back. Now the starting group for the visitors. How many games do you need to play, Greg, before you know who you are as a team?
I think you basically know already your identity, the pace you want to play at, obviously the development of the younger guys, and your chemistry is always ongoing.
Here's Bogdanovic following the basket by Giannis. Jokic's screen. 5 on the clock. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
Well, sometimes being shifty in this game is a good thing. Body control helping out on that attempt.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Kalathis. And here's Giannis from outside. Jokic craps the miss. Outside Bogdanovic. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Back to Jokic.
And Jokic doing a better job as the years have gone on, just drawing more contact and getting to the line. And that's a good thing. He's an over 80% shooter there.
It's his first trip to the line. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and he makes both free throws.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who are you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Jokic craps the miss. Right side, Bogdanovic. Drops in the layup for 2.
Well, Bogdanovic would prefer to shoot it, but teammates so wide open, had to give it up.
Inside. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
Here's Teodosic. They set the pick.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Bogdanovich looking around. Fires the three. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Bogdanovich. Over to the left wing. Pass to Papanikolaou. Lets it go from the wing. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first. It's up a 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
How about that touch, Bogdanovich? That time from way out.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. So both teams making some changes here. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been terrific at turning turnovers into points.
They've shown a tremendous ability to cash in on their opponent's mistakes, creating offense with their defense.
To the middle. The alley-oop finish is off the mark. Gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Pass to Teodosic. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Outside, Bogdanovich. And he's good on the 3 ball. Bogdanovich has got 6 points.
Trying to improve every year, that's the goal of anyone in the NBA. Bogdanovich has great fundamentals to be able to do that.
Count it.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Count that one.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
This one for 3. Count it! He caught it!
That's how you do it. Stay patient, wait for the opportunity, and
that does it for the first quarter. They're up by 8. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
Here's Topic, and he can extend the lead to double digits.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
They've got Nikola Jokic. Teodosic out there with Topic. And it's Jovic in at the power forward position. Here's Teodosic. Hasn't made one yet. Goes up to the stripe, and it goes down 2 points.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Teodosic out there with Topic. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Jovic in at the 4. Here's Kalathis. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's not going to go for him. Good defense by Jokic. And here in the second with about 1.5 minutes gone by. Made that one on the move. Tough shot. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA. And sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Antetokounmpo. Jokic grabs the miss.
And that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA chose to extinguish G League Ignite. G League President Sharif Abdul-Rahim says with the changing environment across youth and collegiate basketball, now is the right time to take this step. But Kevin, in its short time, the Ignite produced double-digit draftees, so the experiment was a success.
A huge success, DA. Thank you. And there's the turnover. Pass going out of bounds.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Bangs home the trifecta. Bogdanovich has got 14.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Here's Jokic. Scoreless thus far. Drills it from outside.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
As we get a break in the action, let's take a moment to check out the NBA's leaders in steals. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 4th.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
44 seconds left to play in the first half. To end the run, and he sinks the layup.
So hard to stop down low. Giannis gets around the basket, and it feels like within 8 feet, he's going to dunk just about anything.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Lets it go with a 3. That shot off the mark.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Away team foul. Number 17. First personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for the away team. Number 5.
Now, Antetokounmpo. 8 points his last outing. Physical basketball from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
So much strength and quickness coming from Giannis.
11 seconds left in the second quarter. Outside, Bogdanovich. From deep. That one doesn't drop. And we finish one half of basketball. We lead by 14. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
I think it's funny watching these guys play defense. This is a circus, and they're getting clowned.
Giving up too many. And now let's see what the... And that is a...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Bogdanovich really making a difference here.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Unloads. Great look there, but off target. With confidence, 50% from the field so far. Giannis breezing right through that defense.
Just going right at the defense is Giannis right now, and energy just boundless in this game.
Battles through traffic and lays it in.
off and running right out the bat here to start the second half.
Here's Kalathis. Pass to Papanikolaou. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Here's Kalathis. 5 on the clock. Giannis outside. The fadeaway from range. Giannis takes it.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
And Brent, last season, Giannis became the first player in NBA history to average over 30 points a game on over 60% shooting from the setup and the slam by Giannis.
That's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Three-pointer. Giannis grabs the miss. Gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. To the inside. He gets it in there.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. A 3 from Bogdanovic. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Substitution on the court.
1:51 left in the third. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. Every team eventually goes through a coaching change, Brent, and how jarring is that when it happens, for instance, in midseason?
Well, Kevin, it can be pretty devastating for some teams, but for other teams, that change could be refreshing. And a lot of times, if the coach has had a longer tenure with the team, you can feel like a fish out of water with a new voice coming in.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Pass to Kalathis. And here is Antetokounmpo. Count it, good. He has 6.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The ball around 43% from the floor so far in the third quarter. Outside, Bogdanovic. Sinks the three-pointer. Bogdanovic has got 6 here in this quarter.
Great shooting off the pass. Get the feet set. Good balance. Bogdanovic dangerous.
30 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Papanikolaou with his first shot attempt. Bogdanovic grabs the miss. To the wing on the left. The tray. And no good that time. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. They lead by 11. We're going to step aside for just a second. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime the guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Pass to Dorsey. Here's Kelly Tykes. To the wing right side. Launches it. It's rebounded by Jovic. shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. We've got Teodosic, and it's Jokic in at the center, locking down the middle. Nice shot from the wing.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Plays it up off the glass.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Teodosic, the pass to Jovic. Beyond the arc. Sinks the triple.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He knows every possession is critical now. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. Now, his tone was pretty serious. He said, you guys need to prove you're in this. No one else can do it for you. Time to pour on the gas. We'll see if that fire gets lit, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Outside, Bogdanovic. Jokic sets the screen for Bogdanovic. The three-pointer is right on target. Bogdanovic has got 9 points now in just the second half. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Inside. Second shot opportunity. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
First free throw is good.
45. Taking 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Lets the 3 fly. Cans it from downtown. Bogdanovic has got 26 points.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Here's Giannis. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible. It's how easily he dominates a game and just how unstoppable of a force he is. You know, there's so many teams out there trying to find answers for what Giannis is doing to them offensively, but how do you equip a defense to slow down the force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Pass to Teodosic. Pulls up. Good as the jump shot falls. Well, a huge bucket there to stifle the crowd.
Yeah, very little to cheer about for them at the moment.
Giannis outside. The 15-footer, good. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Jovic, covered by Giannis. With the drive, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul, first team foul.
And the first one at the line is good. So both teams changing it up here. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Down low. Out to the wing. Pocket 6. And he lays it straight in. Here's Teodosic. Rebounded by Papagiannis. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. A result. Much appreciated, David. And that'll do it, folks. For Brent.
Duke it out for playoff positioning.
Brian, good teams know who their competition is. And when that happens, even in a regular season game, the quality of competition and the intensity gets immediately ramped up. And guess who gets to benefit from that? You and I.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. So it's the home team now. He shoots it. It's rebounded by Wagner. Outside Schroeder. Pass to Wagner. He can't hit that time. Here's Larkin. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. That one on Schroeder.
Tell you, it always feels great getting those first points on the board.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. There's a screen. And he lays it up and in.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Pass to Şengün. Just 5 on the clock. Şengün, the screen. And that's good. Off the glass that time.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Wagner. 17 points in his last outing. And the shot goes down.
But you go back to the fundamentals. Franz Wagner calls for the screen and gets himself some space.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Pass to Larkin. Silva with the rebound. Gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Out to the wing. Wagner for 3. It's hauled in by Baberovic. Wagner's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Pass to Larkin. And the officials will call the illegal screen here. With this break in the action, let's take a look at the NBA's highest scoring team since the All-Star break.
Since the All-Star break, this squad has been on fire on offense, looking like a well-oiled machine and taking and making high percentage shots.
Osman, he's checked in for Şengün. Now here's Wagner. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. A minute 4 left in the first quarter of the game, and Wagner gets it to go.
Well, this guy has the green light to take that shot. Wagner capable of hurting you off the catch and shoot.
Pass to Larkin. – 16 feet out. That's good on the jumper.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really give the defense just another thing to worry about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Now here's Wagner. Wagner left side. Wagner outside. Sinks it from distance. Wagner's got 5 now.
Franz Wagner is a very capable offensive player. Knock down those deep shots, young sir.
Here's Larkin. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Oh, it's stolen away. And he drives in, lays it up and banks it in.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Here's Osman. Knocks down the triple.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
They've got Isaiah Hartenstein, and it's Bonga in a 2-guard. And Şengün gets it to go.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Softly drops in the floater.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Şengün, the screen. Clock at 6. Lets it go. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. And we played through the first minute here in the second. There's the triple. Oh, and he can't make that one. 2 for 3 now, his first miss. Well, Doris, for a while, the amount of three-pointers seemed to grow exponentially. I think it's plateaued now.
You know, B.A., I'm not sure I agree that it's plateaued. What we do know unequivocally is these organizations have defined how to be the most efficient basketball team. And each and every year, we're setting records in that category. They're just getting smart about the kinds of shots you want and when. We're seeing more shots at the rim, and we're still heavily emphasizing the three-point line.
And focusing on the small forward position here, the top rebounders at that spot this season. 4th, Franz Wagner.
And their work on the glass plays such a key part in pretty much all of their games. I mean, they play bigger than other small forwards in this league.
Yeah, this is a very physical group of players, and all with a great nose for the ball. They don't shy away from getting down low and pounding the boards with the big guys. In fact, they just thrive on it.
And the shot goes.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Pass to Korkmaz. He's guarded by Washington. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Now Wagner. Washington inside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. These are his first free throws of the game. And that one falls for Washington. Both teams will make substitutions. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 1:44 left to play in the second quarter. Here's Osman, defended by Wagner. Osman with the bucket. Osman's got 6.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Back to Schroeder. Shot clock at 6. Wagner for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Give him 8 points now.
Oh, it didn't take long for Franz Wagner to get those 3 points back.
Pass to Şengün. 55 seconds left in the second quarter. That one goes. Count it.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
From 10 feet away. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Fades and shoots. Baberovic can't get it to go.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Pass to Schroeder. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
That's a big-time finish by Franz Wagner. Might be young, but he is undeterred.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
Free throw good. Wagner. Over to the wing. No one near him. Can't hit that one.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
And so we wrap up the first half. Leading by 7. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute.
They're not applying enough pressure offensively. Very little presence inside. Too much reliance on long jumpers.
And with a moment, that's it for us.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. When you look at Franz Wagner, what a contribution.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Here's Baberovic, defended by Wagner. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Larkin. And he makes it. Larkin's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Pass to Wagner. It's hauled in by Baberovic. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
At the line for your home team.
And he can't get the first one.
2 shots.
And he's good on the second. Now Schroeder. No points so far. Pass to De Silva. Now here's Wagner. All alone. And he comes up with a bucket.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Here's Baberovic. Şengün with it. Here's Larkin. To the right side. Here's Baberovic, defended by Wagner. The savvy little up fake there, fooling the D.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Here we go, 2 games left before postseason action. Let's take a look at the possible field. You take a look at the home team. The season is winding down. They sit 9th on the outside looking in currently. Now here's Wagner. 13 points in the game. Pass to De Silva. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Larkin. Good. He hits the jumper. Larkin's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3. Terrific play calling. Everything clicking out of the gates here.
Wagner for 3. Drains the triple.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Pass to Baberovic. Here's Larkin. Sweet little floater. Larkin's got 8.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
1:29 left in the 3rd. Here's De Silva. Outside Schroeder. To the wing on the left. Wagner outside. Nails it from 3. Wagner's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution.
With a brief pause, here are the most difficult teams to score against over the last 10 games.
Well, I just love the tenacity on the defensive end. They have been in lockdown mode.
59 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. It's on target from the high post. He's got 6.
Since the break, it feels like an entirely new game.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
Pass to Hartenstein. Here's De Silva. Now Wagner. It's not going to go for him.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Osman with the bucket.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. There's 14 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter. To the middle. The jump hook, and Wagner with the nice bucket inside. Wagner's got his 2nd basket of the night.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate. You have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. They're up by 1. And time for a short break. Stay right. Head coach Billy Donovan is mic'd up.
We've done a great job moving the ball. Let's keep the ball.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Shooting the ball 70% in this game. Right wing. Here's Hartenstein. No good with the triple.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Here's Şengün. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Pass to Wagner. Here's Bonga. Out left to the wing. Now Wagner.
hard for Wagner to avoid the contact. His shooting ability is going to have defenders reacting to him.
Shooting for the away team. Moritz Wagner. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, what we know about Mo Wagner is that he has consistently grown over the course of his NBA career. This guy has versatility as a scorer. He has tremendous energy that he brings nightly, and he wants to get better.
And both free throws good for Wagner.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Pass to Baberovic. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Second personal foul, first team foul. At the line for your home team, Armando, taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And so he hits both. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Out to the right wing. Outside Schroeder. To the paint. Here's Wagner. That one falls. Coming off Schroeder's feed. Wagner's got 21 points in the game.
It is always so fun to watch a guy with a well-rounded offensive game heat up. Mr. Franz Wagner, welcome to the party.
Pass to Şengün. Here's Baberovic, defended by Wagner, and Baberovic gets it to go.
And there's the patience right there. Şengün surveys the floor and finds his guy.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. Confidence is what he's asking for right now. He said, quote, when it's close, we have to keep believing in ourselves. And if we don't think we can pull it out, we've already lost. So some strong words from Coach in the huddle. Back to you, Brian.
And Allie, thank you for that. Up top, Schroeder. Pass to Wagner. Back to Schroeder.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
To the wing, right side. His first shot coming late. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 4th rebound in this one. To take the lead. And he lays it in.
In a tight one like this, you have to trust in his ability.
Wagner outside. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pure. That's basket number 9 on 12 tries.
Don't you love that a young player like Franz Wagner is so willing to deliver in the clutch? Wow.
Şengün, the screen. Pass to Baberovic. Fires from deep. De Silva with a rebound. Shooting has been unreal. 64% from the floor. Here's Wagner. Count it!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
And I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
And Chris Finch has called timeout, and a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. On defense, the visiting team. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Releases. Schroeder with a rebound.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
From behind the arc. Sends it home from three-point land.
Wow, a huge play from Dennis Schroeder. You love the focus.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. One second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Larkin to stop the run. Yes! What a beautiful shot! Brings them within 3.
This is when you need a defensive presence, but it's just not happening.
It seems to me a lack of effort and a lack of communication, and it's happening to both sides here late in the game.
And you have to guard him out there. I mean, he can do damage from deep, even from way beyond the arc.
Shoots from the elbow. It's in!
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after
Down a lot of what ifs for the team. What about players? Do they experience that as well?
You can't help but wonder what could have been if your team struggled, Kevin. Players are just like fans in that regard.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Ivica Zubac is out there with Sharch. And it's Smith, and it's Hazonia in at the threesome. That one good for 2. Antetokounmpo against Sharch. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Now here is Smith. And a missed layup. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And how about the splendid floor vision from Antetokounmpo? A good decision maker, improves his passing each and every year.
Now here is Smith. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Yep, that one goes.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this early.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing, covered by Sharch. Sharch grabs the board. Gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Now here is Smith. D right on him. Shot clock at 6. Antetokounmpo on the double team. Launches a 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from D.
2 minutes remaining for the sub. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the first quarter of the game. Takes it off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got his second basket of the game.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Pass to Hazonia. Here's Zubac. Smith outside. Here's Hazonia. Out to Sharch. A 3 ball. It's good from long range. Sharch has got 5 points so far.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
There's so little ego in Giannis's game. It's not about him out there. He wants to make the game easier for his teammates.
Shooting 1.
We've got 1:13 left here in the opening quarter. They set the pick to the paint. 6 feet out. No good from Zubac.
Well, credit the defense there. Bothered him enough that he couldn't get it to go down.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Misses from short range.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Pass to Bogdanovic. 23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. There's the 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Got and 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Out left to the wing. The 3. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. They lead by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made 3, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
6 on the shot clock, to the middle. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And Bogdanovic, a talented scorer, likes getting involved down low.
Charalampopoulos is covered by Bogdanovic. And that one, good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Perkichin. Smith on the wing. Misses the layup. Smith's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. To the paint. Charalampopoulos, good with the fadeaway.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Outside Bogdanovic. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
Right wing. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Off with the layup. Gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Screen by Smith. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Papanikolaou, Hezonja defender. From range, Giannis takes it.
You like to see Giannis hitting those, but you'll live with that if you're the defense.
Over to the wing. And now, here's Hezonja. He's guarded closely. And Šarić kicks to Smith. Just 5 on the clock. A beautiful reverse layup. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Here's Giannis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Šarić.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
And the second free throw, good. gotten 4 of the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Saric. Drills the three-pointer. Saric has got 8 points.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Pass to Papanikolaou. Inside. From the low block. Bounce pass on Antetokounmpo. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Although they appear to be the better team, they can't get caught up thinking that. You know, that's when you let your guard down.
And in this league,
you'll see teams attempt to space the floor, but these guys really do it. They've got great shooters who take great shots.
And a few times, even when...
And that is...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Nice game. Great performance by Dario Saric.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Giannis will take on any defender. Nice finish that time.
They've got Saric. Also, Ivica Zubac out there. Hezonja's out there with Smith. Pass to Zubac. Saric in the corner. Clock at 6. Over Giannis. Saric, that's good. He's got 10.
And how about capitalizing there in close? Saric has the touch to take advantage from just about anywhere.
Giannis passes to Kalaitis, and he comes up with the deuce. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
They've got Smith. Dario Saric is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Hezonja in at the 3, the small forward. Pass to Saric. Here's Smith. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Smith's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stats. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
Jacks up a 3. Hits it from three-point range.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Dario Saric is out there with Hezonja. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Smith. Fades and shoots. The shot, no good.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss. Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Pass to Hezonja. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Nice shot by Smith.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. So it's both teams making substitutions here. It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. Taking a look here at the visitors. They're holding the edge for the last playoff slot. I am sure they'd feel better if they could jump up a couple rankings. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And he gets the bucket.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here's the screen. Bogdanovich inside. Kalaitis grabs the board. Gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. 2 points. That one goes. 6 points for him.
Can't be that easy for him. Gotta body him up down low.
Yeah, they can't let him even get into that space. If he gets good position on the block, it's trouble.
To the right side. 5 to shoot. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. He can't get that one to fall. Gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. In the corner, it's Kalathis. And it's Antetokounmpo, top of the key. Off target from three-point range. From deep three-point land, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we've reached the end of the third. Upset. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the speedest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Down low, here's Kalaitzakis. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
And the first one drops. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. To the inside, here's Smith. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Let's see if they have enough in the tank to take the lead here.
Hazonia is out there with Dario Saric. Then it's Smith. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Here's Giannis. And the shot no good, a bit short. Doing it very well tonight, around 57%. Pass to Zubac. Now here's Saric. To the paint. Hazonia kicks to Saric. And here is Zubac. Here's Smith. Money from the wing. 12 points for Smith.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first 2 quarters, he certainly made up for it with his play in the second half.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. Now, he emphasized it's anybody's game right now. He told his guys to focus on finishing the task at hand and not to get distracted. He wants them to go out there and play with authority. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David.
And when Giannis is sinking that shot, he is impossible to guard.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Back to Smith.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Fades away. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Smith's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, what I want to know, where is the communication defensively?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, big time move by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guarding Giannis on the interior, no easy task. He's got ways to score over, under, and through you.
Here's Smith. Second chance effort, and it's good on the layup. Smith's got 12 points here in the second half.
And challenging the bigger defender coming through in the biggest moment.
Yeah, and that's even harder than it looks to overcome that height differential right at the rim. I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
Pass to Saric. Hazonia gets to Saric. Here's Zubac. 4 on the shot clock. Smith with a wide open look. Count it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And to Tecumbo. Yes!
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
Pass to Smith. Over Kalathis. And it's Smith missing. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Antetokounmpo. A rebound by Hazonia.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
Yeah, and when your opponent knows what you need, it makes it that much harder to find an opening.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the sides.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
How fantastic was that? One mistake and the game's over, but he gets it done.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him. That was a giant trip to the line.
Hazonia with the ball. And so the home crowd treated to a win. What a shot. Thank you for that, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Well, they've got two main ingredients. One, you've got to have a system that demands unselfishness, and then you need players that are willing to play unselfishly, and they've got both of those things.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Pulls up, and that's good for 2.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
It's Şengün, high post. Over Jokic. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though.
When he's not working back to the basket, Şengün can pop out and face you up.
Over to the left wing. Pass to Jokic. He's off on the layup. Defended by Bogdanovic. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. First quarter, just over a minute played. Back to Jokic. Lets it fly. And he connects with a jumper.
What's really cool about Jokic is that he's just as effective working off the ball. He's ready to shoot when he catches it.
Pass to Baberovic. Six on the shot clock. Drilled from 11 feet out. Gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Jokic. And they double up Jokic. There's a screen. Puts up a 3. Hits the 3-pointer. He's got 5.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Larkin. 9 points in his last outing. To the inside. And Şengün throw it down.
Read the defense and executed. The IQ showing through for Şengün.
The NBA becoming more and more global, Clark. Şengün, a perfect example of that.
Yeah, Alperen Şengün out of Turkey. Right now on the fast track to being the best player to ever come out of his homeland. So still very young, but boy, his future is quite bright.
And this is why Bogdanovic is a vital cog in this offense. It's his ability to stretch the floor like that.
And there's the screen. Pass to Baberovic. From deep. Şengün, that's good. Şengün's got 7.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Down low. Outside Bogdanovic. And he drops it in from the low post.
You like seeing Bogdanovic get it done inside. An opportunistic scorer around the rim.
23 seconds left now in the first quarter. Here's Baberovic. And a missed layup.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Pass to Jokic. Over Şengün. Oh, he missed the chippy right there. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Leading by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
They've got Nikola Jokic, and it's Jovic in at the 4. Pass to Jokic. the glass on the layup.
This is exactly what an MVP candidate looks like. Jokic can carry the team, yet totally unselfish.
Oh, the teardrop falls in.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Here's Teodosic. And the shot's good.
Number 17, assisted by Teodosic.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. To the left side wing. Şengün, the screen. The shot. Misses, and you know he wants that one back.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Let's check in on the Western Conference standings as the race to the playoffs continues. You take a look at the home team. If the postseason were to start today, they'd be the 7th seed. Over to the wing. Korkmaz passes to Şengün. And there's a pick. The 3-ball. Knocks it down from distance. Şengün's got 10 points in the game. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Here's Korkmaz. No points yet. Covered by Jokic. 6 to shoot. From 17. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Beautiful setup. See right there, Alperen Şengün. His game isn't all about power.
Here's Teodosic. Pass to Jokic. The shot off that time. Good D by Şengün. And the layup falls. Şengün's got 5 points now this quarter.
Defense on top of Şengün inside, but he uses his agility to overcome it.
From behind the arc. Misses that one. 3 for 4 from the floor.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played.
Ball is turned over. The ball goes to the away team. Substitution on the court.
Gone 4 for 6 here in the second. The 15-footer hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Bogdanovic has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, nice little J by Bogdanovic, giving it just the right touch from that range.
Here's Larkin. No made baskets yet. Pass to Baberovic. 17-foot shot on the way. The shot no good. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Leading by a point. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to second.
We need a department store intercom. Attention all ballers, attention all ballers. We have a missing defense, paging the defense.
And now, not a bad. Appreciate you joining us.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One of the stories here, Alperon Şengün getting it done today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
2 points. That one goes.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
They set the screen. Inside, Şengün with a steal. And here they come. Here's Larkin. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. Larkin's got his first bucket in this one.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Lets it fly. It's rebounded by Şengün. Shooting the ball incredibly well tonight. 73% from the floor. Pass to Larkin. Launches a 3. On target from range. Larkin's got 5.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's gonna make you pay.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. All right, let's take this opportunity to look at the teams that are really sharing the ball over the last month.
And over this last stretch, this team has been incredible passing the rock, playing great team basketball.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Outside Bogdanovic.
This is Bogdanovic's game. Catch, shoot, score.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And now around 2 minutes going by in this half.
2 minutes remaining with the half. 2 minutes.
Here's Larkin. 5 points in the game. Shot clock at 5. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
For the tie. Sinks the tray. And that makes it a tie ball game.
And for them to get out in front, it feels like they're going to need him to lead the way.
Larkin passes to Şengün. There's the 3. Larkin no good.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Down low for the lead. Jokic finishing through the D.
I just love the ball.
Gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. 59 seconds left in the third. Osman with the bucket. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Shooting for the away team.
Here's Korkmaz. He's scoreless. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed.
Number 17. First personal foul. First team foul. Coming onto the floor for the away team. Number 12. Milos Teodosic.
35 seconds left in the third quarter. 4-3. Knocks it down from distance. Korkmaz has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. There's 21 seconds left in the third. Here's Teodosic. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. With 4 on the clock. And he gets that one. 5 points in the game.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. Leading by 3. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. We've got Topic, and it's Jovic in at the power forward. Here's Jokic. Oh, Jokic getting it done inside.
Even when you try to lock him up, Jokic finds a way. What a nice, delicate touch from him.
Pass to Korkmaz. Now here's Şengün, covered by Jokic. Şengün against Jokic, just 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from 18. The bank shot, no good.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Here's Teodosic. Blocked! And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. Well, coach is thrilled with their 3-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Here's Larkin. Pass to Baberovic. Now here's Şengün from the arc. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Out to the wing. Fade away. Jokic, no good.
Ooh, he really came close to leveling the score there.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for him. You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Here comes Jokic.
You know, he's underrated in his mobility. Jokic can be a handful on the drive.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
When it's this close, he's exactly who they want at the stripe.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. There's a minute 54 left in the fourth. To the middle. Stolen by Jokic. Here's the break. Up ahead. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Şengün. Oh, he's on fire. 8 for 8 and just looking relentless.
When the stakes rise, you need guys who will step up and rise with it. Nice play by Şengün.
Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Baberovic.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Şengün against Jokic. Clock at 6. Here's Larkin. And the 3 off target. Got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Picked by Bogdanovic. Back to Jokic. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Fires the three. No good that time. They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about.
Larkin can't hit the step-back J.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
An excellent opportunity here.
Seizing the lead right now would be huge.
Back to Bogdanovic. Pass to Jokic. From downtown. And he drills the triple.
And I understand we're seeing some potent offense, but you have to put up more of a fight defensively.
Come on now, look. Sit back and enjoy the fireworks. Nothing better than good offense.
This would tie it. Oh, and he can't make the shot to force overtime. The visiting club takes the win on the road. And then Battle between these two, Grant.
Yeah, these are two teams that dare you to bring the ball at them. They both feast on the defensive side, so don't expect any scoring records broken in this one.
Now the starting group for the visitors. The three from Rizachet. He drops it from range.
Yeah, get used to seeing that. Rizachet will be nailing threes for many years to come.
Back to Schroeder. Wagner outside. From outside the arc, he buries it from three.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
On the wing, Fournier. And that one no good to start off the night. Here's De Silva. And rejected.
And as Sar gets older, he'll learn how to use his length even more. Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Pass to De Silva. Six on the shot clock. Back to Schroeder. Launches it. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And Sar with the basket on the assist by Hayes.
Look at the rookie rising to meet the defense's challenge. Sar using all of his length to beat the contest inside.
Now Wagner. Here's De Silva. Drains the triple.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Outside Fournier. Pass to Rizachet. This one for 3. Hits the trifecta. Risache's got 6.
I love how competitive this kid Risache is, coming right back with his own triple.
And out on the wings, Zach Risache has so many things scouts are looking for these days.
Yeah, B.A., this guy has tremendous potential as a two-way threat. Great length, good athleticism, and his jump shot could be elite. And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
To the inside. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Well, there's a craftiness that is required in this instance, and Fournier makes the right pass.
52 seconds left in the first quarter. And that time also a missed shot. Gone 6 of 7 and looking good. And it's Batum penetrating.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Wagner with a screen on Fournier to the paint. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, we know Mo Wagner is a sweet shooting big, but right there he says, you know, I can get off my feet too.
Gobert with a screen on Washington. Fournier for 3. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Washington outside. Inside. Here's Wagner. Off target with a jump hook. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Up by 11. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
They've got Isaiah Hartenstein, and it's Washington in at the 1. Out to the right wing. Pass to De Silva. Now here's Hartenstein. And he gets the bucket. Hartenstein's got his first points of the night.
And they seem to have found a nice groove here in the second period.
Batum sets a screen. The 3 from Risache. Hartenstein pulls it in. Here's Bonga. And a miss there on the triple. Outside Koulibaly. Pass to Batum. Back to Koulibaly. Batum outside. And he lobs it up top.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Here's Bonga. Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Hartenstein goes. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Graham, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Jang, he's checked in for Rupert. All right, let's go to the 2K leaderboard and see which teams have been the NBA's best in the rebounding department.
This team has done a great job of hitting the boards, and they do tremendous work boxing out.
from 6 feet away. And no good, trying to use the glass. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Wagner outside.
2 minutes.
For three. Fires in the triple. 5 points in the game.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Pass to Sar. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second.
Oh, man. Between his size and mobility, Sar is the perfect lob threat.
Brad, you talk about NBA length. Alex Sar has it in spades.
With so many young bigs we're seeing these days, he combines that length with some guard skills as well. And that's a very intriguing package.
Three-pointer. Knocks down the triple. Sar's got 7 points in the game.
If that jumper could become a consistent option for Sar, he's going to be a dangerous player in this league.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The NBA is focused on the next generation. Commissioner Adam Silver said a lot of top draft picks are incredibly skilled, but that doesn't necessarily translate to being team basketball players. There's an opportunity for us to be more active participants in developing younger players and getting kids active. BA?
One step ahead, Allie. Thanks. Fournier with the bucket.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Pass to Wagner. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. It's rebounded by Risache. Gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Hayes inside. The kick out to Fournier. Wembanyama screen. And Fournier gets a three.
Well, you love the lead that Fournier has taken in this area. This guy a very dangerous shooter.
Wagner outside. Looking to win the run. And he slams it in one-handed.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. And that'll do it for the first half of play. Leading by 14. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Their passing was clearly superior in the first half. They were playing a team game, not one-on-one basketball. Good player movement.
Okay, now we've got some time to take a look. Thanks for tuning in.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Man, you got to like what we're seeing from Evan Fournier.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
They've got Evan Fournier, Sar out there with Risache. Then there's Hayes, and it's Wembanyama in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Out to Schroeder. Beyond the arc. Sar pulls it in.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Pass to Risache, to the middle. Wembanyama scanning the floor. Fournier. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. Fournier's got 10 points.
Well, you love the shooter's mentality that Evan Fournier possesses, thinking of pulling up before he even makes the catch.
Here's the pick. Wagner for three. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Now here's Hayes. He's covered closely. The three from Risache. Counted from distance. 9 points in the game.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
A peek at our 2K leaderboard. the best scoring point guard since the All-Star break. Dennis Schroeder, fourth.
And this group of guys, they have an innate ability to not only score at will, but to create for others. They're the complete package.
You know, they truly are. Whether it's one-on-one situations or staying within that team framework, that is a gifted group offensively. And, you know, you said it. Their ability to put up big points from the one guard spot is what really sets them apart.
Hayes against Schroeder. Here's De Silva. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Here's Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
You know, it's hard to believe a guy over 7 feet is capable of moves like that. I mean, my goodness.
A minute 15 left in the third quarter. Counted.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Here's Sarr. He's got 9. Fournier, the pass to Sarr. Back to Fournier. Let's go with a 3. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And we've got 1:18 left to play in the third quarter here. Pass to Schroeder. Jacks up a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Well, Schroeder, with that look in his eye, wanted to get that back.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the gameplay. Pass to Fournier, and there's a pick. Over Washington, and he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Fournier's got 15.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Washington outside. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. The 3 is up, and the three-pointer goes. He's got 5.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein.
First team foul.
That free throw, no good.
Taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw is good. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. To the wing on the left. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Well, that's a perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
Well, and let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. We've got Nicholas Batum, Bilal Coulibaly out there with Rudy Gobert, and it's Jang in at the point.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
No debate there. He got hammered.
At the line for the away team.
And so he makes both from the line. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
Here's Yabusele to the inside, and stolen by Hartenstein. Pass to Wagner. To the left wing. Five on the clock. No good. Wagner's gone 1 for 3 on the night. A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Here's Jang. He's guarded by Hartenstein. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, Grant, we've heard some out there say dynasties are dead. These days, there are a lot of teams contending for titles.
Well, the NBA is happy to see all the competition. But, you know, this league has been defined over the decades by dynasties. We'll see if their epitaph has been written.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Risache, he's checked in for Jang. The home team on D. 22 was their biggest lead. Wagner, right side. Soft touch off the glass.
That's a big-time finish by Franz Wagner. Might be young, but he is undeterred.
Hayes, the pass to Sar. Back to Hayes. Down low. Shot clock at 6. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, such a difficult frame to guard. Wembanyama draws the foul easily.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now.
Two minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Wagner outside. Here's De Silva. Nails it from 3.
You can see the feel Franz Wagner has for the game. Just great vision right there.
Outside Fournier. Pass to Risache. Here's Sar. Lets it fly. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
De Silva with the bucket.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
And things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Outside Fournier. Lets the 3 fly. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
Yeah, I think that one closes the door on any chance of a comeback. Impressive performance.
To me, they just looked a step quicker out there. They certainly look to want it more than their opponent. He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
On the wing, Fournier. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Risache, defended by Wagner. Here's Sar. Here's the 3. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Wagner. Down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist. Here's Hayes. There's 25 seconds left in the final quarter. Pass to Risache. Here's Sar. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
And so they get the victory here at home. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked